Hey guys, this is Tanya. I teach CBSE Class 10 Maths and my sister Tina Lofus would be teaching CBSE Class 8 Maths. Alright, now let's jump into the video. Today we are going to be learning Chapter 8 Introduction to Trigonometry, Exercise 8.1, 11th question and 5 subdivisions. Okay, so now let's read the question. State whether the following are true or false. Justify your answer. Perfect. So here we have 5 subdivisions. We are supposed to state that whether they are true, otherwise false. Okay. Alright. So the first subdivision is the value of tan A is always less than 1. Okay guys. So here they are talking about tan A. So I'll write that. So tan A. So what is the formula for tan A guys? So the formula for tan A is opposite side by adjacent side. Okay, so now let us draw a triangle. Okay, this is a rough triangle. Okay, so let us name it as ABC. So since you guys know this is a triangle ABC, so I am gonna pick up some random numbers. So I am gonna place it right over here. I am gonna take AB as 3 and I am gonna take BC as 4. Okay, so according to angle A, this is the angle A, isn't it? So according to angle A, what is the opposite side? So according to angle A, the opposite side is 4. So is equal to 4 and divided by, according to angle A, what is the adjacent side? So according to angle A, the adjacent side is 3. So 3. Okay. So guys, when we just solve it, we'll get about 1.3, like that we'll get a value, isn't it? So that value, so I'll get 1.3 and so on. Okay, so is this value is less than 1? So according to the question, so tan A value, it is less than 1, but it is not important that it has to be less than 1, isn't it? It can be more than 1 as well, isn't it? Most of the answers it will be more than 1, isn't it? So just because it is more than 1, I can say this statement is false. Okay. Okay, so it is not important that the tan A value, it has to be less than 1. Okay, so sometimes we might get a value that is more than 1. So how I just substituted random values and then I got a value that is more than 1, isn't it? So since I got more than 1, it is not important that the tan A value has to be less than 1, isn't it? That's why I just wrote false. Okay, so now let us read the second subdivision. So according to the second subdivision, we have secant A is equal to 12 by 5 for some value of angle A. Okay, I know this statement, it is somewhat twisted to understand. So don't worry, first let us write the value. So first we have secant A is equal to 12 by 5. Okay, so you guys know the formula, right? So secant A formula is hypotenuse by adjacent side, isn't it? So this is the formula for secant A. Okay, so here hypotenuse value is equal to 12, isn't it? So here when you just check it out, the hypotenuse is 12 and the adjacent side is 5. So you guys know hypotenuse is the longest side in the triangle, isn't it? Of course you guys know that hypotenuse is the longest side. Okay, so if this hypotenuse is the longest side, the value also it will be greater, isn't it? So here when you just check it out, the value for hypotenuse is greatest compared to 5. So 12 is the greatest value compared to 5. So it is true. So just because we have hypotenuse as the longest side and as well as just because we have hypotenuse value as greatest, then it is true. Okay, that is the meaning for this statement. Okay. Okay, so now let us move on to the next question, that is the third subdivision. Cos A is the abbreviation used for the cosecant of angle A. So what is the meaning of this? So here abbreviation means the short form. Okay, so the short form. For example, here cos A, we have cos A. First of all I write cos A. Okay, so this is the short form, isn't it? Otherwise the full form for cos A is cosine A. One second. Okay, so the full form for cos A is cosine A, and full form for cosecant is COSE. See, this is the short form here. Okay, so this is the full form, this is the short form. So I'll write it. Okay. So what is the meaning for this word abbreviation? So the meaning for this word is cos A is there, no. So cos A is the short form for cosecant A. Is it true or false? So I just told you guys, cos A is the short form for cosine A, isn't it? So here they mentioned the word cosecant. So this is false, isn't it? Why is it false? Why? Because cos A is the short form for cosine A, okay, cosine A, not for cosecant A, okay. So cos A is the short form for cosine A, so I will write it here, cosine A, okay. So the full form for cos A is cosine A, okay. The short form for cosecant A is cosec A, okay. So that is the reason it is false. Alright guys, next subdivision is fourth subdivision, that is cot A is the product of cot and A, okay. So here I will write it. So we have cot A, okay. So here, is this in the form of cot into A? No guys, it is not in the form of cot into A. So here the A is there, no, this A is representing the angle, isn't it? Just because they are representing the angle, they are not multiplying, okay. So they are attached together, okay. So don't think that that is cot into A, okay, that is wrong, that is completely wrong. That statement itself, it is wrong, okay. So why we have cot A? So here the A is representing the angle, okay, that's why this is only correct. We should not write something like this, okay. Alright, so here according to the question, this cot A is the product of cot into A, okay. So actually this is a wrong statement, so we can write it is false, okay. Alright, so now let us move on to the next question, that is fifth subdivision. Sin theta is equal to 4 by 3, okay. So sin theta is equal to 4 by 3. So what is the formula for sin theta? So the formula for sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse, okay. So here look at the hypotenuse. So here the hypotenuse value is 3, but I just told you guys, hypotenuse is the longest side. So if this is the longest side, it should have a greater value, I mean greatest number, isn't it? Okay, so or, okay. So since hypotenuse is the longest side, it should have a greatest number. But here when you just check it out, here the hypotenuse value is 3 and the opposite value is 4. This is impossible. Why? Because hypotenuse should always have the greatest value, okay. I just told you in the second question, I mean second subdivision, okay. So remember guys, hypotenuse should have the greatest value. Why? Because that is the longest side of a triangle. If I draw a triangle, here this is the longest side, isn't it? Then this is known as hypotenuse. Just because hypotenuse is the longest side, it has greatest number, but here we have smallest number in hypotenuse. So I can say this is a false statement. So false, okay. So this is the answer for this particular question. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. Catch you in the next video. Bye.